And some of the literal-minded amongst you will say, but Rick, those aren't teacups, those are coffee cups. And I agree. But Teacup Tai Chi sounds much more alliterative. And so we're going to call it that anyway. But if you do have an actual teacup, even better. Okay, let's begin with your teacups. And we're going to find our three pillars. First, we're going to establish our sung in our legs and feel the feet by, first of all, establishing your three nails on each foot. In the heel, the ball of the foot, and the big toe. So along that big toe line, the medial line, your knees are soft, so you feel yourself just kind of sinking down. Feel yourself getting pulled down into the ground. But your muscles are relaxing, but you're still supported by the structure of your body, particularly the connective tissue system, but also the way the bones are aligned. So if you get your alignment correct, then you're getting that muscular contraction out of the way and allows the chi to flow much more freely. And sink into your heel, the heel nail inside of your foot, and take a deep breath and relax. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathe through your nose. Breathe deeply down into your lower abdomen, into your dantian. Your hands getting very soft. You're connecting up your thumb and your forefinger on each hand. But your hands are very relaxed. Now reach with the crown of your head, tuck in your chin, and open the jade pillow gate. So we're extending upward very softly. This way we engage the yang qi of the heavens. The stone through your feet engages the yin qi of the earth. So we're accessing the big qi when we do this. And with each breath, you breathe in deeply, breathe through the nose, and feel yourself sinking. Yeah, now reach with your elbows a little bit. Turn your palms backward and feel that sung. Feel your arms very sung. They have a shape, they're not collapsed, but they're very relaxed. You're getting rid of muscular tension, but you're still feeling that connection there. You're opening the shoulder joints by reaching with the elbows. Now feel your energetic coherence by touching your thumb and forefinger together in each hand. Feel, just bringing your awareness to that and consciously feeling thumb and forefinger. You may have been doing it before and not noticing it, but now you're bringing your full awareness to that, and notice that it creates that tensegrity and energetic coherence that heightens both of them into your body-mind. Feel the subtle changes in your body, in your energy field as you do that, as you unify body and energy. Now we're going to release the quad, the hip joint. So you set the knee and you're just spiraling down one side, then the other. You're just very soft movements. Feel yourself sinking, sitting down into your hip joints and releasing muscular tension as you do that. And get back to center. And just take a moment and feel into the effects of having done all that. Relax and breathe. Yeah. Feel the ball of your both feet, set your knees, and reach forward with your wrists. And let the cups just hang. Your fingers are dangling, your cups are hanging. So just feel that. Don't bring your arms up very high. I just want you to just get the feeling of what that takes to engage that. And feel it all the way down through the balls of your feet and into the earth. And bring the hands down. Sink back in your heels. And relax. And notice the different stare. The difference between the heightened yang state, where we're into the balls of our feet and we're engaging that expansiveness, and now we're back into a yin rest state, but there's still lots of qi. But it's a different flavor of qi. It's a yin qi. Now we're going to go back into the heel or the balls of the feet, reach with the wrists, let those fingers hang, and reach with your elbows and open your shoulder joints. Nothing big, but you want to feel the space between your shoulder blades opening up as you reach out. You're reaching with your wrist. And reach down with your elbows, down with your wrists, sink into your heels, and rest. So we're doing this nice and slow, and we're tuning into the subtle changes that your body goes through and your energy goes through as you execute these maneuvers. The Sung, by getting rid of most of your muscular tension, it allows the qi to flow more freely. And as we learn to trust, using Sung, we learn to trust our connective tissue system by starting with a very light load to begin, and then gradually building up without engaging that extraneous muscular tension. Then we can learn to depend on our connective tissue system as a major support network. And then we're able to use Jin, that is, we're able to direct the energy through the connective tissue system and express it through the body. Okay, back to the balls of your feet, reach up with your wrist, take it up to about waist height, and press down with your big toes, and then just lift your wrist, your finger. You're picking up the cups, you're extending your fingers out. Not actually, it's hard to say. You're straightening your wrists, I guess is a better way to say that. And just notice that actually adds more of a load into your arms whenever you just that little bit there. And just relax the wrist and let that drop. And notice how that changes the load in your body whenever you do that. Reach up, reach out with the fingers, and just feel that extension there. So as you're doing that, there is more engaged with that. But this is where we express our yang energy through the fingers when we do that. Now we're going to reach down with the elbows, down with the wrists, and relax the fingers. And just feel the difference. So whenever I take it, actually you can do also just park the cup for a moment And you want to pick up your wrist, and now reach with your fingers. So when we're getting the arm into position, relax the fingers. We get the arm into position, we're reaching with the wrist. And so it really lightens the load, it lightens the strain on the joints as we do that, but it's also much more powerful than if we have the shoulder tension and arm tension. Then we reach with the fingers, and we're allowing the energy which had been building up, it's kind of like dammed up, and now it shoots out through your fingers and expresses through the fingers as we do that. And now relax the wrist, fingers drop down, reach down at the elbow, fingers come up, and hand wipes down. So if we were to take that into a ward-off posture, let's say we put the left leg forward and we have the left arm, the left hand is left arm fingers are dangling. We set the elbow, reach with the wrist. And notice that the hand doesn't express itself until the last second. And then we drop that, and good. So what we're doing is we're reaching with the elbow. That establishes the shape we want. And then we reach with the wrist and the fingers. And relax that, and hand comes down. Now, I want you to notice what happens when you just try to reach with your arm without setting the elbow first. So just bring your arm up and bring it up in front of you. Do it nice and slow, and notice what kind of strain gets involved with that. Notice how much muscular tension it needs to bring that into position. And bring that down, and we'll go do it the other way. So this time we're gonna have a sequential activation of joints here. We reach with the elbow, reach with the wrist, and then the fingers. And so now we have this much more stable posture, a posture which doesn't provide us a lot of muscular advantage in terms of having strength. This is easily collapsed by physical force unless we're using Jin, in this case, Peng Jin. So we have reach with the elbow, reach with the wrist, and extend the fingers. And now we have a structure, which if you use your other hand, you pull on that, you can feel that it's got a lot of power to it now. And so we bring that down and step back, and you do it the other hand. Okay, put the other leg forward and set the knee, you spiral down. You reach with the elbow, reach with the wrist. Just feel that how easy that is, but you're by reaching, you're opening up the joints, you're opening up the connective tissue, you're creating this tensegrity in the system, which enhances the tensile strength of your connective tissue. So now then you rotate your form and bring the cup up, and there you have a structure which is relaxed and powerful. And you bring that down and just feel that reach with the wrist and then reach with the fingers. Having this cup here accentuates the sequential activation of the joints as we're executing the move. And step back. So Just do it, reach with your elbows and then open up. Let the arms very soft and reach with that. And relax your arms, hands come down. And reach and open. Feel that you're getting feedback from the cups, which will remind you of when you are doing it wrong. When you're doing it wrong, well, it doesn't feel right. So in other words, if I try to do this by tensing my shoulders and doing it that way, it's good. I'm going to notice. The cups gives me a feedback that says, no, that's you don't want to do it that way, Rick. We'll try it again. And we'll say, okay, reach with the wrists, reach with the elbows, open and extend. Oh, well, that was very fluid. That felt very, not just powerful, but it also felt graceful. So then bring it back down. So let's now go through the Tai Chi form, the Yang Chen Fu 13 original postures, using our cups and just exploring the different postures. And we'll take our time as we go through this. And it's a chance to just feel the different things and the different postures, and you can get a chance to fine tune your own body mechanics as you do that. How's this working for me? You know, what's the best way to go about this? You know, that way, it's a question you can keep asking yourself. Is this the best I can do? Is this something that can I relax a little more? Can I get more sung? Can I feel more chin as I do that? So let's, I'm gonna turn my back to you and we're gonna use our cups to guide us through